Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have some more NES finds to share with you all. Now, they actually came from June and July. We're in December now, so I'm definitely a little bit behind on sharing everything with you all. So let's jump right into it. This summer, I had a goal of hitting as many garage sales as possible, and I really did hit quite a few. However, I just didn't find anything that I really needed or wanted for my collection. There was a couple things here and there, but there was one stop this summer that a guy had an NES and a small stack of games. I was talking with him, and he tried collecting a few years ago, and it just really wasn't for him, so he wanted to sell everything as a bundle, and I think the bundle was around $75 or $60, something like that. But there were three games that I definitely needed for my collection. One was Trojan by Capcom. This is a game that I see quite often, just never really picked it up, so I finally have that one. And then this game is fairly uncommon. I don't think I've seen it before, and this is Kickle Cubicle. I don't think it's a real expensive game, but just one that you really don't see. So definitely happy to have that one as well. And then this last game made the whole bundle worthwhile. Actually paid for the whole bundle, and that is Ninja Gaiden 3. So this completes my Ninja Gaiden set. Definitely happy to have this one. It is kind of a pricey game. I think it's between 40, 50, maybe a little bit more than that. So very excited to finally have that subset complete and have that game in my collection. And then there was a street fair this summer. So Ryan and I hit the street fair because we knew there was going to be one booth of games. This guy kind of travels all over the Midwest selling video games, and he typically has some really nice stuff, some very uncommon stuff, and prices are fairly decent. So I picked up a handful of games. One is the Last Starfighter. I actually didn't know this was a game on the NES. I knew of the movie, and I think it was released in 1984. So I didn't know that they made a game. It's not that great of a game. It's kind of a weird shooter where you can go in reverse as well. I don't know. It's kind of some strange mechanics. It doesn't play the greatest, but the cover art is extremely epic. So happy to have that one. And in this game, I definitely paid up for a little bit, and that is Rainbow Island. This is a game that I've seen a couple of times, but have never seen it in a good condition. I think the last time I saw it, it was broken, like the whole front was broken, and they still wanted like $40 or $50, which was insane. But happy to finally have that one in my collection, and it looks extremely minty. And then the last game really surprised me because I didn't know a classic game on the NES, Spy Hunter, had a sequel, and this is Super Spy Hunter. So I thought I would pop it in and give it a go. Let's take a look at it. Super Spy Hunter was released in 1992 and was actually an NES exclusive. This sequel takes a lot of components from the original game, but makes a lot of upgrades. Upgrades like a health bar, more weapons, boss fights, some really entertaining music, makes it for an interesting game. The levels are bright and colorful with lots of different paths that you can take. There are traps, there are different enemies, there's water stages where your car turns into a boat, much like the original, and there's a very interesting jet fighter stage later on in the game. I definitely did not expect that from this game. Sounds great, plays nice. I think it falls a little bit more under the shooter category than the original one. If you get an opportunity to pick this game up, I definitely would. It's really fun. So the last four games came from a local collector. There's a guy that has a pretty impressive collection, and he had quite a few NES doubles, and so he gifted them to my collection, I guess. And so the four games are Bigfoots, which this is kind of a nostalgic game. I rented this one quite often as a kid, and I mean, it was the 80s, 90s, kids were into monster trucks. I remember sitting down on a Sunday afternoon watching them with my family, watching Gravedigger, Bigfoots. Yeah, it's definitely a nostalgic game for me. Not a great one, but one I didn't have. And then Milton Bradley Cabal. And then another Milton Bradley game. This is World Games, which is always kind of an interesting cover art. It's got a guy riding a bull, a sumo wrestler, all that stuff. I did complete my Milton Bradley set, but I don't think I've shared that all with you. I might have a couple of games still left, but finally happy to complete that subset as well. And then the last game I was pretty excited about because it's one that I saw as a kid and it really confused me. And this is Mario is Missing. So this is kind of an edutainment game, is that what they say? Education game. But it's not an amazing game, but kind of a unique one for the Mario series. One I didn't have, happy to have it in my collection. That's really all I had for you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.